No, na ke kuai kana hele hele ia la ia ke ki o hu e ka ua gogo. O na kino malu kalani malu e ho ulu ana o laka I kona maukahu. O makono, o makono, o makono.
Hi, I'm Eric Quam. I'm the creator of Regenerative Decision Making. Regenerative decision making is a tool in the form of a decision-making process for reversing the planet's cascading ecological crises and allowing the planet to heal itself. In my last video, I talked about the Big 9 planet-scale ecological crises identified by the Stockholm Resilience Center. I also promised to map for you the essential cause of the planet's ecological crises. That essential cause of the planet's ecological crises is something that biologist Paul Ehrlich called the human enterprise. The human enterprise is the sum of all the human decisions to extract things from the biosphere, things like forests, fresh water, wildlife, soils, and minerals that I will call the things we extract. Plus, all the physical flows of all those things we extract, things like forests, fresh water, wildlife, soils, and minerals from the biosphere and into the human enterprise. Plus, all the human decisions to use all those things we extract in the forms of energy, water, materials and chemicals, food and fiber, and manufactures and structures that I will call the things we use. Plus, all the physical flows of all those things we use, things like energy, water, materials and chemicals, food and fiber, and manufactures and structures within the human enterprise. Plus, all the physical flows of pollution from all those things we use from the human enterprise back into the biosphere. The exponential growth of the human enterprise has reached a point where the exponential damage to the biosphere from the extraction flows of the human enterprise and the pollution flows from the human enterprise is outstripping the biosphere's capacity to regenerate itself. This exponential damage to the biosphere is showing up as the Big 9 planet-scale ecological crises identified by the Stockholm Resilience Center. The exponential damage to the biosphere from the extraction flows of the human enterprise are showing up as eco-crises of freshwater depletion and drought, eco-crises of deforestation and expanding deserts, and eco-crises of species extinctions and biodiversity loss. The exponential damage to the biosphere from the pollution flows of the human enterprise are showing up as eco-crises of global warming and climate change, eco-crises of synthetic pollutants such as herbicides, pesticides, and microplastics, eco-crises of ozone layer depletion, eco-crises of aerosol pollutants such as dust, smoke, and sulfates, eco-crises of ocean acidification, and eco-crises of phosphorus and nitrogen pollutants in rivers and coastal seas. Because the exponentially growing extraction flows and pollution flows of the human enterprise are the essential cause of the planet's ecological crises, a process for reversing the planet's ecological crises might look like a process for scaling back the extraction flows and pollution flows of the human enterprise and allowing the biosphere to regenerate itself. In my next video, I'm going to show you the single essential feature of such a process for scaling back the extraction flows and pollution flows and reversing the planet's ecological crises. Until then, I invite you to check out my free regenerative decision-making video, viewable through my website at ericquam.com. That's ERIKKVAM.com. Thank you for listening, and aloha.